President Obama says now is a good time to buy, especially stocks. In fact, there are great deals out there on houses, cars, and stocks, among other things. I'm going to start with our financial advisor, Jill Schlesinger, on where we should be looking in terms of the stock market. But you want to begin with a caveat.
Of course, because no matter what, we want to always tell people that there are three basic tips that we always look for. Number one, know your time horizon. You need your money very soon, cannot be investing in risky assets. Right. Be diversified. That's the big lesson of the last couple of years, isn't it?
Yep.
And know your risk tolerance. If you could not sleep, especially in the beginning of this crisis,
right,
you got a big lesson. That being said, if you've got a nice long time horizon and we want to build out a diversified portfolio,
sure,
your stock portion could be filled with some interesting opportunities right now.
You have a couple of different areas that you think are particularly ripe for the picking,
yes,
including emerging markets.
Which is scary, right? Because these are the ones we feel like, oh my God, Hungary's going broke.
Right.
But there are certain emerging markets that really present a tremendous opportunity. I would look at China, for example, India. These are places where these countries have surpluses. We're running deficits.
Right.
They've got surpluses.
But aren't they suffering from giant unemployment now? People going back to the countryside because all those manufacturing jobs have just collapsed?
Yes, but here's the great advantage they have. The government's got a ton of money, which they're going to spend. Their governments, okay? So what they're going to try to do is develop a domestic consumer to replace the U.S. consumer. So I like China.
Okay, pharmaceuticals?
Well, you know, with all the talk about the healthcare plans, people got real bearish on the pharmaceutical industry. I think this is a really interesting area because what you're really seeing is an aging baby boomer population that needs drugs.
We need drugs.
And also to get through the market, so you have to need drugs also. So, and, you know, I think that that's going to be a real area of growth.
Last but not least, gold. You really think gold, which has gone up like a quadrillion% in the last year,
now,
still a good buy?
Here's what I would say to people. We have resistance for gold at around 1,000. Gold is going to pull back a little bit. But when you look at what's going on in the economy, inflation and the U.S. dollar getting shredded, one area to protect yourself would be gold or gold stocks. And let me just say, very small percentage of your portfolio. I'm telling you, less than 5%, usually about 2%.
All right, I can't sleep with any of those. So.
You're going into U.S. Treasuries. That's good. They work.
Thanks, Jill. Thanks. Here's Julie.